What up, guys? And yeah, Johnny Manziel, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Well, I kind of know. I mean, it happens to these, well, I can't even say newly rich because he's not really newly rich, but this motherfucker got everything in the world given to him and he's just ruining it. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is more of a rant per se, but it's ridiculous how many chances that he got in the NFL. As much as he fucks up, like, I mean, he gets to stay on the roster or whatever. People will probably trade for him or whatever. But my whole issue with this whole Johnny Manziel thing, which, in all honesty, I just watched a video on from El Prestador. I should link the video in the description. I probably will do that. This is more of a response, but not a response to him, but just a rant, because I totally agree with what he said. But my issue is that if it was anyone else of color, they easily would have definitely got exiled out of the NFL, i.e. Jamarcus Russell, Vince Young, a few others, a few other quarterbacks of color. They don't get very many chances. Quincy Carter, I mean, nobody wanted him. Michael Vick even had his issues to an extent. Granted, his were self-inflicted, but he was one of the few that actually got a second chance. But anyways, if this was anybody else that was black, I honestly think that the NFL would have kicked him out or gotten rid of him long before he even started a football game. I don't even think he would have got a chance to start. And not even on the Browns, which they were hurting for a quarterback, and I still don't think that they would have gave him an opportunity to start. You see what happened with Josh Gordon, the receiver from the Browns. That guy clearly got booted. Of course, like I said, these are all problems off the field, but hell, Johnny Manziel's had a plethora of them, and he's going to rehab, and he's just, he got so much demons he's fighting off the field, he can't even play on the field. And to be all honest with you, I was a big fan of him in college. I actually thought he could have did well in the NFL. I thought he had some talent, but obviously his focus isn't on the field. So, and it's easily, everybody can easily see that, because I mean, he's not even producing even when he gets a chance. I mean, he has flashes here and there, but hell, if you hardly ever see a quarterback throughout the year, I mean, you'll get a few on him, but I honestly think that if it was anybody else, if Johnny Manziel was a black dude, he honestly wouldn't have been given as big of a leash as he's getting. And granted, I mean, mind you, that he's gonna definitely be on a team next year somewhere playing, or he's gonna be active on a roster, and then he's gonna make up some excuse like how I'm rejuvenated or whatever, I'm sure, and then he's still gonna have the same freaking problems. And I really hate that to this day the NFL is still like that. I mean, if there was a person of color, he would have definitely been kicked out the NFL. Vince Young right now, I think he can still play football and nobody wants him. T.O. still can play football, nobody wants him. But Johnny Manziel he showed flashes, but I can't say he's definitely no talent level of T.O., which is a Hall of Famer, in his own right, and he's still in really, really good shape. And he's definitely not Vince Young, because Vince Young clearly won way more games than he did as an NFL quarterback, and he was an MVP of the league one year. Like, there's no way that if that was Vince Young, he would still be playing football. So with that being said, man, I just think that they just need to exile Johnny Manziel out of the NFL, but they won't do it. it's just my personal opinion. I just think that he's ran his course, man. All he's doing is just making NFL look bad, and he's just getting paid, you know. So I would get rid of him. But that's just me. That was just my rant. I just think, in all honesty, that Johnny Manziel wouldn't have been in the NFL if he was black by now. Just throwing that out there.